doing the most. Fresh in my drink, slugging the moon, tapping your head like half-life. I want the most, doing the most, want the most, doing the most. Fresh in my drink, slugs in the moon, tapping your head like half-life. I want the most, doing the most, I want the most, doing the most. Fresh in my drink, slugs in the moon, tapping your head like half-life. I want the most, doing the most, want the most, doing the most. Fresh in my drink, slugs in the moon, tapping your head like half-life. I want the most, doing the most.
I mean myself. Alright. That was the first tune, yeah. That was called Half-Life. and that's
Wait, I couldn't really hear it. Is it? How do I listen to it?
You have to have the stream open and mute like me on Discord or something. Yeah, I'm gonna be muting myself anyway.
I got you.
Yeah, no, don't worry. That everyone can hear it. It's just Jody is stupid.
I'm clueless. Yeah.
Yeah. I wanted to say that
anyway,
word,
dude.
but you know, it's crazy, man.
Tune. That's one that you produced. I don't know if that's clear to people, but the first two are produced by you. And there's one at the back half that's like just me.
Literally, because I had this like concept to make this really like experimental abrasive album, yeah. And I'm not a producer, I'm really shit at producing, but during the creation of this album I got really proficient at like EQing and mastering, but not so much at producing, but I don't know, just like arrangement and stuff and getting people in. And so these were just like just raw demos, and I think it's like a Dream Crusher sample. I think Simona sent it to me, at Borg Slug. Follow her. She's very music pilled. Yeah, so she sent me that. Yeah, I flipped it, and then and so I just had these two demos, and then I met Jody, and then things snowballed from there. So yeah, I'm gonna play the next song. It's not really that interesting.
Okay.
So.
I detached, that's enough, boy, swear they toughened up. Demos in these cuts, now she take me out to lunch. This ain't brunch, wanna call me for my love, I had to dust. All these punks, all these stunts, got me crossed, got me mad. Hatchback, quick rap, bounce back, what lost? Fuck, dealing with the cost, fuck, dealing with the cops. I was scheming nonchalant, now they need.
Oi, you know what I forgot? Yeah, I forgot the... Wheel it. Yeah, this is...
I detach, that's enough, boy, swear they toughen up. Demos in these cuts, now she take me out to lunch. This ain't brunch, wanna call me for my love, I had to dust. All these punks, all these stunts, got me crossed, got me mad. Hatchback, quick rap, bounce back, what lost? Fuck, dealing with the cost, fuck, dealing with the cops. I was scheming nonchalant, now they need me all at once. Leave me up in the cup, leave me up, out to dry. I went missing for a while, my ambitions they too high. They ain't got the pockets like how you know like that. They forgot, memory hold all the facts, and they run with a style, had to tax all these cats. 41 in my lungs, cause the game need a stud. I can't vibe, are they skunk? And I splash, no refunds. I got gas, I got monk. Is he tap, is he skunk? It's all wise, they debunk. I much money when the money up and up. 41 in my lungs, cause the game need a stud. I can't vibe, are they skunk? And I splash, no refunds. I got gas, I got monk. Is he tap, is he skunk? It's all wise, they debunk. I much money when the money up and up.
Bro, so it's interesting factoid about that song. It's kind of dark. I can't lie. A long time ago, you could probably see the VOD of me making that on FL. I had these darknet fucking oxys, bro, and I tested them for Fent, and they didn't have Fent in them, but then I found out later on they had these Fentalogs in them, and so like you just needed the smallest amount, and I was just there just like nodding over FL, just making this beat like it was really dark, but there's something about the Fentalogs, man. They make you they make you produce a good tune. And those bars, his lyrics were actually gonna be on a Your Lost 3 project, but Your Lost 3, I don't know, it's not really gonna happen anytime soon. Respectfully.
Did you already explain what 41 is?
Oh,
I'm
what?
not even sure if I know the relevance of that number to the song.
What this strain? What? Yeah, Gelato 41, bro. Gelato 41, 41 in my lungs, cause the game need a stud. I don't know. It makes me a stud to smoke gelato. It's just the best strain because it's like a hybrid, isn't it? Right?
His power is derived solely from the weed that he smokes.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just, it's the best hybrid, man. You can tell what like era I'm in due to the strain I mentioned on the song, like birthday cake or something, wedding cake. I'm doing that.
Dude, anyways, I had the opportunity to get birthday cake, and it reminded me of you, but I got some other shit. I sort of regret it.
One of the best strains, real talk, that and Pink Picasso. Yeah, large up the strain heads in the chat, man. real weed smoking hours.
Lucky 41 is the banger as well.
Lucky 41, yeah. Damn. What's that?
It's like gelato mixed with Lucky Charms or something.
Oh.
It's banging.
Alright. Nothing. That's like no interesting backstory. These first 2 tracks of the tape were just produced by me randomly, and then I meet Jody, and obviously shit just goes like it just accelerates. So now this is all like Jodyville. This tune is called S3.
And the rest of the record is my production.
Now little hiatus, and pride owned all of his masters like Haitians. Push styles on a pussy nigga, pedal basic. The envelope accelerated, and melancholy consumed and masked with inebriation. So pay attention and process with no conscience. Skin game and wear furs like I'm Bumpy Johnson. Lord of the sesh, rapper XMR pharmacist. And my presence holds weight, and these niggas engage. They don't expect the longevity, they're feeling afraid. And now they backtrack on shit that they used to be saying. It's strange adversity, atrophies, it always remains. I need you suffering, and so I dig many graves. I hope we on the same page. Monopolies I'm trying to maintain. That was a little hiatus, a little head start, but I'm pacing. My success, it was priceless. The sound sliced in, it was righteous. Couldn't name my adversary with my likeness. The sonic monopoly of hauntology, strictly a next level policy. I'm poised honestly. If the opportunity arise, vomit me flies. The flies vomit me. The demiurge pondering I in my existence. The metaverse landlord, I raise the rent on them. Hey, where's my welcome back? It's been a while. Did you miss me?
Thanks, Ramon, for the follow. Thanks, Girlbird 2000 for the follow.
Easy.
That tune is like if SD Leica met Professor Green.
Oh yeah, dude. I appreciate it.
So we got what? We got a couple questions, right? Ramon asks, actually, wait, you talk about the track. You made it. You just, I'll be silent.
Yeah. So Ramon, it is live bass. That is me playing bass. The way I made this song was it was made primarily with a Casio SK1, which is like a little shitty, I guess, 16 key Casio keyboard, but it has an input jack you can make like 10-second sample loops out of, and it's 8-bit sampling. It sounds crusty as fuck. So I was taking, I think it's Louis Cole is the drummer that plays that breakbeat. He's like a YouTube core musical genius kind of guy, and I was just like randomly playing clips of him playing into the SK1 and trying to just through luck grab the right kind of length break, and I found it. I looped it on like a looper pedal that you use for playing guitar, and then added like just different percussive elements over that as a loop. Basically, just build up this like drum thing. There's a vocal sample that's playing throughout the track. That's like from I just googled like anal sex erotica audiobook. Found like a YouTube link, and it's some chick saying, don't you need the cock in your ass?" That's like a fun Easter egg that only Twitch followers will get to know about that song. But and there's like there's a riff from a death metal band. I won't say their name to avoid any kind of copyright infringements. But so I just kind of created this really weird, multifaceted loop and ran that and played live bass over it, and then I recorded. So I have my tape machine here. This is how I on the tape. I use this as like my monitors. I use it to like check samples because I sample from tape like constantly. So I'll just like play tapes on it, find the thing. I can play shit in reverse. Very versatile. So I had like the first channel, the main drum loop, and I recorded that for like 2 minutes. And then I just like knowing what I was going to do, I killed the loop sequence for like 2 minutes because I was like, I'll build some kind of bridge. And then brought the level back up so that the drum loop would come back in. I wiped that loop from the loop pedal and made another thing, which is like the middle part, which that to me is supposed to be on some like Mach Hami. Like my original vision for the beat was Pry was gonna rap over that like drumless part. It was gonna be like Rock Marciano, you know, drumless modern hip hop kind of shit. And I like that it stands alone because it's I don't know, there's something ghostly about it. I'm sampling what's his name? Blind Willie Johnson. He's a American blues artist from like the 30s and 40s, and it's this song. Dark was the night, cold was the something, or I can't remember the name, but it's his like most poppin' track. And the reason I chose it was there's no words; it's just him like moaning. And they put that shit on a record that they sent into space, like NASA or whatever. Well, I know NASA, you know, like the moon isn't real, and like the the Earth is a sphere, an inverted sphere or whatever. So we can't trust NASA. But you know, up this song, which is cool. And then yeah, I just faded back in the original part and then like melded them together. The melodic shit is from a Miles Davis tune, and the outro pretty cool. It's me screaming. That's like most of my vocals on the record are like hellish wails and shit. But I got this. See, how well can we see it here? This is a Soviet era drum synth. It plays a pitched tom sound. It's got 3 knobs, and you can control like pitch, length, and gain. And I got it pre-Russia-Ukraine war because it's like a huge. I love Soviet era music gear, and that's like a bit like something I kind of collect. And like a pain in the ass to get any shit since this whole war has begun. So pray for peace for psychos like me that make lo-fi music or whatever. But I bought that in like 2016, and what I do with it is I run it through a what do you call it? A pitch shifter pedal. So I pitch this drum synth down like 2 octaves, and it's like the nastiest 808 that I've ever fucked with in my, you know, experimental industrial hip hop career or whatever. So that's what those hits are coming out of that thing. Yeah, I made that beat in like 2019, I think, before I even knew privacydied's. Well, I guess I might have been listening to you at that time. Honestly, I don't truly remember because we started talking in like probably 2018 or early 2019. Because it was right. I guess it was
around after like
it was still pre-pandemic, but then when we started like sharing demos and shit, that was like more of the post-pandemic era. But anyway, yeah, that was one of the tunes where like we made Glide. Did we skip Glide? Are we intentionally skipping Glide?
We're not there yet. Glide's next, I think, or Metastasis. I don't know the track list. Yeah,
I thought Glide was before S3. I don't fucking know.
Wait, what? But, where is Glide? I can't even fucking see this shit. Did I fuck up the order of this? Bro.
Yeah, dude, you skipped Glide.
How did Glide get skipped?
I was just
this is the worst album launch.
It's a single. Ever. It's not in the
No, it's here. It's here. Okay, I have to play Glide now. All right.
Yeah, that's basically how I made it. Do you have anything to say about your verse though? Because that's one of
shit. My verse.
One of the hardest verses I feel like you've put to my work in our time collaborating.
That was like that verse came so late in the life cycle of the album, and I took so long to work on that verse, and it truly shows because I was rapping so hard, and like I feel like the flows I was executing were like you know like next level, and like the content as well felt so like on topic as well. Like yeah, if I talk about the lyrics of S3, right? Hold on. It's basically there's this like schizo like theme, like this schizo paranoid like theme that runs through it. So it's like it's meant to be about like the destruction of like the Amazon S3 like web servers that like control the whole world, you know, like it's like I had parallels like that was like the Library of Alexandria, you know, and it's just like I've destroyed. Thank you for the follow, Momo. Yeah, so
here, what's up?
Yeah, so it was gonna be like the it's almost like I was doing parallels like of Amazon S3 like hosting the entire internet almost as like the Library of Alexandria, and me destroying it would be like like resetting everyone, you know, like no knowledge, like Ted Kaczynski style. So it was like, Father, I know you're proud of me. New knowledge is lost, you know, our reset. And it's like now you're like game to me because we're all on like perfect like footing. You don't have technology. Only the strongest and like will survive in that sense. So it's very like schizo and like, you know, but yeah. So and even the verse like kind of just is just very like tech like heavy and liberty and like freedom related, you know. So yeah, pleased with the lyrics on that. And this was like Jody didn't produce this beat for me. He kind of just like it was already up on his SoundCloud, and I was like, oh, this is so hard. Like, can I take it?
Can't wait for your Genius Explained video.
You read it perfectly, man. I couldn't imagine a better approach to take on it because it was like I made that with the intention of one day putting vocals on it and just like never came up with anything. So I commend you for that. And also Ramon, thank you, bro, because your beats have inspired me plenty of times. So I really appreciate that.
All
And
right,
thank you, Mira.
I'm gonna play Glide now.
All right, Swag.
Lady City, I wanna push, yeah, I wanna glide, what a gorgeous guy. Lady City, I wanna push, I wanna glide, what a gorgeous guy.
I want to glide with a gorgeous guy, baby.
I wanna push, yeah, I wanna glide, what a gorgeous guy. Lady of the city, I wanna push, I wanna glide, what a gorgeous guy.
Hit the air horns on this part. God damn. Yo, what's up? That's my voice at the end, just so people know.
Yeah,
Happy you cut that. You kept that in there.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's cool. Yeah, so that was Glide, right? That I think that was the first beat you sent me, right?
Yeah, that was the first song we ever proper made together. So,
Yeah. I heard that, yeah, and I immediately heard like Crystal Castle's Do Dear type shit on it. And I
for
don't know,
sure. And
okay.
Cap, I had never heard that song prior to making that, but it does. It's like it sounds pretty much like you played someone that song and we're like, yeah, make a song, but in a good way. And you've gotten me into that band as well as Charles Walker, my homie that I'm staying with. He's a big Crystal Castles booster.
Yeah.
They have some hard shit.
Have you listened to SD Leica?
Yeah, because Pry samples that or Ramon, I guess, samples that shit on one of the better Your Lost tunes, one of the Hall of Famers for me. I can't even remember which one off top. I
It's
think
Chef's Kiss.
Rockstar maybe.
No, it's Chef Kiss.
Jeff's Kiss, yeah, bro.
No, because it is a. I was so pleased that tune, like, has the most revisions of any Your Lost tune ever. Is literally taken years to make that tune. The sample had been flipped probably like 3
You know what
different
the
times.
best you know what the best recorded version of that song is though?
What?
The live version that you guys
Oh,
did
yeah.
for
I
that
heard that. Yeah.
I don't know, that like performance group or whatever that they recorded y'all's set or whatever.
Everyone
I've
says the
run that
live
version of
version's
it back
better.
more times because you're like getting animated.
Yeah, no. Ramon says that old chestnut. Yeah, it was knocking. I can't lie. Yeah, the jazz not really performance. Anyways. Like, I'll tell
Yeah.
you the reason why like I wrote the lyrics for Glide, bro. So I was in central London, yeah. And I saw Power Plant live. I was like so like gassed. I got the vinyl, I bought the t-shirt, I was all like fangirling over like Theo and stuff, like just chatting to him. Like yeah. And I was like, oh, it's like a great night, man. I saw a great band live, you know. And then I'm going home and some guy rides on a bike and snatches my phone out of my hand while I'm checking City Mapper. And like the most like amazing night just turns to just like, bro, I just had my iPhone 12 stolen like out of my hand. Like, are you fucking crazy? And then I just was like, I was like, why am I not allowed to have a gun in this situation? He's riding off. Why can't I just like bang, bang, bang in his back and just like shoot him like and just retrieve my stuff back? And it just made me just want to be like I want to go on a glide, like a gorgeous glide. Like I want to purge. I just want to go on like a vigilante like crime spree, and just kill everyone like over petty crimes, like Batman. He beats the shit out of you.
Yeah,
Like
hell yeah.
like I just want to go
That's the
Batman
good thing
mode.
about the American South is you can just do that here and it's totally cool.
Pissed me off, man. Like I was like, why couldn't I have a gun on me, bro? Like,
Because you probably wouldn't be around if you did.
yeah, I would like,
Yeah.
like yeah, but
You know, no, exactly. You can't even argue.
but just in that situation, like someone did violence to me. Let me just shoot them and get my shit back. But yeah, so then that's how Glide got made, basically. Oh yeah, and shouts out to Gus Reichwald who filmed the vid for that, because he's got very, he helped push that quite a bit. Which is very very grateful for.
You know, Guz, tell the class.
Uh-huh.
How do you know Gus?
Oh. Yeah, I met him
You
through my
meet Gus, I guess.
friend, my friend Connor, right, had him over at his house. We were just hanging out, and then I was really like kind of fucked up, and I say to him, "Oh, you kind of look like Blade in the Into Dust video or whatever." And then he goes like, "We are related, man." And I'm like, and I just like, whatever. Nah, where you from? Sweden? Like all you Swedish guys look the same. Like you're all like tall and blonde and stuff. And then and he's like, "No, man, we are related." And then someone next to me like nudges me and he's like, "Oh yeah, he's actually Blade's brother." And I was like, "Oh." I
Crazy.
started to like I started to like go red because it was just really weird. But then after that, I don't know. I sent him an unmastered version of Atrophy and asked him just like, would you want to shoot a music vid for this? And he was down because I think he was just doing a lot of like rap videos, and I
Pick the
think
track, right?
yeah. Um, yeah, and I think he was just doing a lot of rap stuff, and I think that it was a nice change for him. And yeah, it was really fun, easy working with him. You know, definitely would do that again. He's just yeah, sweet lad, like sweet
Love you,
lad, always
Gus.
smiling.
Thank you.
Do you have anything to say about like the production of Glide?
Yeah, this was the first tune I made on the OPZ that we used for this project. I guess technically it's the second song I ever made. This little character here, and it's all just like the sounds that came on this. I love this thing. People criticize it a lot because it's kind of convoluted and it's sort of like a toy, but I think that's part of the charm. And like my music production philosophy has always been one that lionizes the toy as a source of music. Like I want to make shit that sounds like get a Happy Meal toy from hell, and it plays this song on like a corrupted little speaker on the back of this, you know, mutant figurine, and it's a slapper. You know, that's always been what I want to make ideally. So any kind of musical instrument that has that quality, I'm all over. And yeah, I was just you were like, dude, let's make synth punk with like
Yeah,
kind of the hip hop edge, but like it's punk. And I just that was the first thing that yeah, a lot of Power Plant, you know, like a lot of
this
that kind of
fried
shit
my
was in my
mind.
mind.
This shit was like, I just wanted to rip this off basically, but like, but get
Yeah,
away with it because I can rap. Like, so, so yeah, yeah. He. I can rap, so it's not directly stealing. Tee. But yeah, no, Jody helped actualize the synth punk sound like really well. He fully understood like what I was going for. It was a like I wanted a lot of John Mouse and a lot of Power Plant type of stuff, you know, with like it was you know like a sprinkle like the essence of like black metal also as well. Like I
yeah.
don't know. Yeah. So anything else?
That's always my my I have these little internal mantras I try to reflect on as I'm, you know, making music or art or whatever. And one of them is the Kanye West of death metal phrase that I aspire to. So it's controversial to say that. And you know, the original name for this stream was actually Has Wokeness Gone Too Far, but we decided to talk more about the album because that seems more pressing for this our two nations, our two sister nations here. But
Destiny will
anyway,
be coming on later.
that's my take on the beat.
Alright. I'm gonna play the next tune then. This one's
Fire.
called Metastasize. This is another song.
sounds.
Hey guys, that was
Magical.
yeah, that was Metastasize. That I think that was the second beat Jody sent me. And it was like I think I like commissioned this beat. I don't know. Did I ask for you to make a like a John Mouse Powery plant like type thing, or did you already have this?
You
I don't
were
know.
you were like, I want something with a lot of arpeggiator.
Oh yeah,
And
that
so that
sounded
was
something I'd
like
say.
the directive I got and ran with. Because there's
Yeah,
arpeggiators all over that shit. I feel like there. Well, I guess the chorus is pretty straightforward, but
yeah. It's arpeggios like just they. That's my fetish. Like you can hear it on Your Lost No Future. Like I don't know. It just lights my brain off. I like it. Like it just.
it's fucking sick,
I
dude.
would always tell Ramon to do that as well. Like I don't know, it just feels banging to my ears. I love it. But yeah,
Philip
so
Glass, baby.
yeah, literally. So but this is like actually I the lyrics for this were like black metal lyrics I wrote but had no black metal song to put them on or make because I didn't make black metal. I don't know how. I probably will in the future when I get the chance to, but especially if I'm gonna I spoke to Crimson Chaos the other day, who's at Swagchella. Shout out Crimson Chaos, one man black metal band. He's going insane. Yeah, so I think yeah, if I meet him, I'll probably go down that rabbit hole. But yeah, anyways, so Metastasize, right? Yeah, no, explain, Jay, explain how you made this beat.
So like the all the synth parts and the drums and shit were on the OPZ, that little rectangle thing from before. And I recorded that into the tape player, tape machine, on like two different channels. And I had one be like the dirty channel and then blended them. So it gave it this, because the tape already gives it a nice crunch, but it's like on that tune and on Glide as well. That was like strategy I was going with was this double tracking kind of thing. And then the 4-track has 4 tracks, if you can believe it. So the other two, I just went in and was like, no agenda. I'm gonna shred guitar during the verses and just like see how it sounds. And during the chorus, because it's like a 3 or 4 note kind of chorus, I was like, I'm just gonna trace that out. With like one line of guitar being one octave higher than the other, and give it that kind of sunbather kind of vibe. I wanted it to be like have a sort of metal cadence to it in the chorus, but be like emo Guns N' Roses shredding prior to that. And there's like all those licks were just off the top. Live performance straight into the tape machine. So it's a very I can't this was I think the one that you had said is like just strictly a punk tune. Like there's really more punk than any other kind of subgenre, even though it has like electric drums or whatever, electronic drums.
Yeah, the guitar on this is so beautiful, honestly, and it's like like when because you're getting overwhelmed by all the other punk elements, yeah, all the other like instrumental elements, and then if you just take time to listen to the guitar, the way it's like ringing and wailing, it's like so beautiful. It's like so like emo, um, and like so metally at the same time. It's just really lush. But yeah,
Keep bra.
yeah, I think on the chorus as well, there's like two layers. There's like a real like high energy like punk one, but there's like a cool like Ian Curtis like a spreading endlessly like layered real quiet under it if you
Mm-hmm.
listen to it. Yeah, so that's nice as well. But yeah, what should we play the next one?
Good.
Okay, yeah, this is Burnt.
Swag.
Yo, yeah. And so that was Burnt. Um, I think my initial like idea, like Jody sent me that, and I was like, oh my god, this is fucking haunting, bro. And I kind of wanted, I think, or maybe I may have asked Jody for like a third side of tape, like a Little Ugly Mane third side of tape type of like interlude. Um, and I think yeah, he came up with that, and yeah, I think this is where the tape is pretty chronological, like when I come to think of it, like like it's kind of, you're hearing it kind of how it like the process is made. And I think during this time, track 6 and like 7 and 8, the last tracks, it's like pretty much where the tape goes fully off the deep end and goes so fucking dark, mainly because like I went through a breakup and I broke up with my girlfriend, so I was like channeling or like all of that like as a form of escapism just into these tunes, and then just the overall tone and sentiment just goes so dark. And Jody was very like beneficial because he could you could basically, I could be like, oh yeah, I want this, like he's not afraid like to take it like to extreme levels of darkness, which I feel is nice if you have like a background in like noise or like black metal or something. You're not afraid of that, you can just fully just turn it up. So when I wanted to go like more and more heavy and more dark, like Jody was just like able to accommodate that, which was lit. So yeah, do you want to talk about how you made it?
Yeah, dude, it's another OPZ track. But for this one, I was like, I want to like incorporate as many like ancillary synth elements that I possibly can. So there's like a recurrent pad texture kind of thing going throughout the song. It's like it's this very like meditative kind of loose ambient thing happening under the track, and that's from a FM3 Buddha machine. I wish I should have brought it. It's kind of like a rare, weird thing that I randomly picked up at this record shop. Shout out Lunchbox Records in Charlotte, North Carolina, years and years ago. And what it is, it's based on these like Buddhist prayer boxes that you can buy as like typically some kind of souvenir on your trip to China, or and they play little, meditation chants and melodies and shit like that. And so this one was made by actual like experimental musicians to fuck around with. And yeah, I don't even think I like changed any of the pitch or anything on it. I just ran straight into the tape machine. Probably through a little bit of like distortion and delay and shit is how I usually utilize those textures. And then I'm also playing the Casio SK1. This is a song I do a lot live at my shows, and I'm just playing the underlying parts that the OPZ are playing. So
And you
there's certain
scream.
things that are not fully translated, which is interesting because the main like plucky piano thing that's like dun 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 or whatever, that's in the OPZ, but there's another underlying more chaotic synth I'm playing through the Casio SK1 through one of the like synth presets on that shit. So um
Mm.
I don't have two hand control as good as I'd like to be able to like fully loop that part in live. But yeah, it's a cool track. I'm just like screaming my head off. I recorded that shit in my living room when my roommates were gone.
Yeah,
Uh,
them ones.
just trying to make it nasty. I don't know. But I fuck with it, and it is very out of tape. I think we had been talking about like, oh, we need an interlude track, and I think I was just like working on that track just to work on it, and I sent it to you thinking it was going to be like rap shit or whatever, but you were like, yo, this is the interlude. Let's use this shit, and it's cool. It's like a little mini trip to the disco in the middle of the record and
Mm.
it does sort of change in the pace for like the three, I'd say, most like fully fleshed out, darkest, just tracks that are on this project.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, and I liked mastering it as well. I wish I could go back and remaster everything. I mastered some like 10 times, and it was me teaching myself how to master. And I feel like,
Yeah.
yeah, no, I wish I could go back and remaster it
Still
again.
sounds big though, dude.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm proud of it.
definitely impressed by how you've blown out the because the way we do this shit is I just record the beat, or at this point in the process at least, I was just recording the beat to tape using my main synths, and then adding little embellishing elements and stuff, and then recording like a quiet rip of that into my interface in GarageBand, and I email that shit to Pry, and builds it out from there. We were doing this as like a stemless, almost like performance based kind of thing, ironically enough, even though we're not in the same country. Because at this stage in the process, I'm like sending him actual, like there's stuff that happens in these songs on this album are like punch-in effects that I had to do on the fly as I was putting it on tape. Yeah, it's swagged out, dude. Listen. No one does it like us. He does it like us.
We don't need computers. The only door was just like House was I gonna record vocals, you know what I mean? And House was I gonna master it. So I had to use the door. The production itself, all of the shit it's fucking live, like into a tape machine. It's insane. It's how can there be a 2-man band not like just based over the, I don't know, it just worked. It's very weird. But yeah, no, I'm proud. I'm gonna go into the next song now. This is called Foxhole.
What's next? When it's up next, never was up next. What can I expect? I'm in the foxhole, dodging the gun smoke. Only life I know. What's next? When it's up next, never was up next. What can I expect? I'm in the foxhole, dodging the gun smoke. Only life I know. Only life I know. emphasis, and the suffering is so limitless, and the flesh is a prison, and on my hands, and on my eyes, and they all left, and they escaped. Where's my break? Just mistakes. I can't eat, I can't sleep, and my chest aches. Now my heart's a ton, unmake me, and my soul is one. Forgive me, can't forgive myself. It's my own hell, can't escape the shit. And I'm serious, keep it serious. I might die alone, fulfill promises. I swear doing everything is no better.
Yeah, that was Foxhole. Um, yeah, this is okay.
That is my personal favorite from the record.
Yeah, and why is that?
But it just has like such an interesting progression and structure and blending of styles and stuff because it's very it has various synth punk moments and stuff with like the guitars, and it kind of reminds me of the song On GP by Death Grips, just the kind of
Ah,
like fullness and blending of technological aggressive sounds with like analog aggressive sounds,
I see.
and your vocals and just the lyrics themselves I find very touching. um, I'm a big fan. That's one that I'll just put that shit on and just with it in the morning, or when I'm trying to get a little amped up.
Yeah, this is like solidly. I've just broken up with my girlfriend like 3 days like max or even less, like, so it's so dramatic because it's so real, like it's so literally a couple days after, so I can't really listen to the last two tracks on the album because like they just provoke too much of an emotional response to me.
Hmm.
And also there's kind of like, now that I'm kind of over it, I'm like, damn, why is this guy so, why is he so
And you don't want to return back to shit that you're already like
yeah.
beyond. I
But
totally get that. And like Amber, the last song bums me out too. So
it's real dark, bro. And then, but then when I listen to this, yeah, I'm like, why is this guy so upset? Like it's not that deep, Now that I'm over it, but it's like, bro, that's how I felt at the time. That's truly how I felt at the time. So that's why there's a bit of like cringe from me, like, he's really feeling that way, like, wait, over that. Anyways, we all have our ways of coping, but yeah, that tune is I lost my like voice recording that. I did that in a day when no one was in my house as well. So yeah, and it took like two takes. I think two or three. Yeah. I think there was minimal punch-ins because obviously I have to breathe. You can't shout like for that long. But yeah, I mean the lyrics are just, it's like almost like a dissociative like analysis, like the flesh is a prison, and these aren't my hands or my eyes, like full dissociation. And it's like, like they all left, they escaped. Where's my break? This is so funny. And yeah, and it's just like just going through like pain and not knowing, like, is this like your body or whatever, like, everything's breaking down and type shit, typical like heartbreak stuff. Yeah. um yeah, so I think we should go into the next one.
let's
Amber.
do it.
Yeah. This is the last song on the it's called Amber.
Final tune. This is the heartbreaker, dude. This is the slow jam at the middle school dance fucking song.
a special night.
Okay, thank you very much, guys. That was Atrophy. Yeah. Woo, woo, woo. The last tune. Okay, so that last tune was called Amber, right? Um. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll just go first and just talk about my bit, and then Yeah. So honestly, that's like fresh breakup, fresh. Few days, probably. Yeah. Again, like 2 or 3 days max. Fresh pain. So yeah, it's almost like that dissociative feeling that you feel like when you're no longer with someone, and you're just like you don't feel human. So it's like I was like, yeah, I was fossilized in amber. It's like I'm living the dream,
Mm-hmm.
finally just like almost like Han Solo in the like Carbonite or whatever. you know. And then the lyrics is just like, why did you check out? Like I thought it'd get better. Which I don't know. I want to retain my privacy, but it's like you could allude to like how like the relationship kind of broke down. So it's like why'd you check out? I thought things would get better, but it clearly didn't, and the relationship is like over now. So yeah.
The thing I love about that line is it's like ambiguous as to who's in the relationship is saying it, and I think that makes it like very touch. It's like a general breakup song because I went through a breakup recently as well, and I'm trying to find things to listen to like soothe my broken heart or whatever, and there's always like really specific angle with breakup songs, like one person's mad at the other person. But I think this song really just speaks to like stew of emotions that both people are like suffering through.
Mm,
And I remember when you sent me back the like first demo of your vocal part and shit over it. I just like rode my bike around in my neighborhood for like an hour, just like running it back and then texting you and being like, dude, I can't believe we made this shit. Cause it was such a departure from, all the songs we made up till then. And I was kind of like challenging myself to make some like the XX type shit, to give the album like one more color.
yeah,
It's a
that's
cool
good.
one. I like that one a lot. And yeah, live guitars on that. I'm ripping, shouts out to the Russian band Kino. They have a song called like Splakoya Javoshna Nacht or some about the night, like starry night or some shit. There's a very similar riff in that. Like I didn't intentionally, jack their riff, but it's like, and there's other post punk tunes I know that do that kind of like uh it's a triplet. I mean, it's three notes that I'm playing over the like 4/4 of the I'm real slow. So yeah, that's a I no I love how that one closes shit out, man. And I'm proud of the whole thing. It's a great record.
Yeah, man. It just I think this is the fastest I've ever made an album. And it's not like you can't tell like, oh, you made it that fast that the quality is like it just worked, like it just fully just flew, you know. And it just there was no hiccups anywhere like during the creation of this. It just was one. The momentum was insane, and I'm really just like pleased with it. Like um yeah, just I feel like I accurately expressed how I felt during the time, and I felt like Jody like helped me, like was able to understand and help me express it if I was unable to do it. Like so, yeah, man. It was just easiest album I think I've ever made. But just all the emotions surrounding it were not like life. Like was really like fucking me during this time.
Yeah,
So
dude.
yeah, but
A lot of that shit was made in the winter. It was made like just turned 26. So I'm like, damn, I'm not in my early to mid 20s anymore. I'm in my mid to late 20s. What the fuck is
Mm.
going on? Um, I'm happy we have it, man. It feels like a beautiful crystallization of just like time of mutual chaos and just like striving for some kind of higher principle, seeking out some kind of like higher musical calling. Yeah, man. Drops tomorrow, folks. Halloween
Few hours, few
officially
hours.
out.
Few hours, bro. Oh, what? This
Yes,
dropped in
yeah,
like
because
3
London,
hours.
y'all are like 5 hours, 6 hours ahead of me. So I'll be running that shit up. To stay streaming, I'm probably gonna hop off now.
Yeah. Nah, I think this is a good time to wrap it up. Yeah,
Swag.
guys. Privacy Died, jodimattiaccy, Atrophy out midnight on in every time zone. Download that, buy that, stream that, love that, cherish that.
Spotify,
Yeah.
Tidal, Deezer, Amazon Africa, Ionetics Network. It's on every streaming platform. So run it up. I'm trying to move out to London and quit my job and just make grime music for murderous teenagers.
Bro, yeah, let us live our
Bro,
dreams,
I'm
man.
gonna hit the road here.
All right. See you
Oh,
guys.
are we not live anymore?
No. I'm
All right, bro.
all right.
Peace out.
Bye.